guys, FansRSG here, and today I'm looking at a demo of a new game that's coming up with Kickstarter. This is a game called Imaginations. You might remember this from Options menu, where it was featured by Zach Press Start. And they've come up with this demo for you guys to take a look at, so let's have a look at it right here. Now, I must stress that this is very much an early alpha beta, what am I saying? A very early version of the game that they're releasing as a demo, just for you guys to try. So, just trying to turn the volume down because it's really, really loud. So yeah, just notice one thing immediately. I'm looking at the options menu, and the music volume doesn't seem to change until you reach around to like 5. Like I'm looking at it here. I've set it to 2, and that's when I've actually noticed it going down, so not sure about the rest of it. Yeah. Okay. Little bit of problems with the menu there. Little clicks and stuff don't seem to register all the time. Okay, so this is what the game sort of looks like. I'm in a first-person view. Something similar to you might notice it's sort of blocky looking. That's sort of the art style that they're going for. In fact, it reminds me quite a lot of, in a way, Minecraft, I suppose, because that's probably the most noticeably voxel styled. But this is sort of like a higher fidelity version of it. But again, like I said, this is really, really early in development, so you'll notice that it isn't running all that well, and it's definitely not optimized in any way, shape, or form. No, it's not. Currently, with my recording software I've got running, it is dropping it down to about 15 frames per second. If you're on a more powerful machine, you probably can get something better than that. Like before I started recording, I was getting around 20 frames per second. So 20 to 25 frames per second seems to be the norm for playing this on my machine, which again isn't the most powerful, but you know, just something to take note, because it isn't optimized. So you know, don't take it as a finished product. It's not fully optimized yet, for sure. Anyway, what you're looking at down here is one of the buildings, and you can notice these people walking around, and this is very, very interesting art style going on. In fact, at first it looks sort of messy, honestly, but because it blurs out because of level of detail and whatnot. But when you zoom in, there's this really intricate pattern going on this sort of texture going on. It's a little block pattern, which is pretty cool. And you'll notice also, as I tilt the camera up and down, it actually, at this point, seems to move forward a little bit, and it's kind of like, it's almost like it's simulating the whole bending forward kind of action. And by that notion as well, bending back. So a little bit of realism in there as well. And now there's all these people walking around, and of course they're clipping into each other. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be in the final product, but yeah. And they've got this sort of texture as well, so it looks almost like everybody's sort of like a mosaic tile sort of style, really. In fact, even the ground looks like that. So it's all sort of mosaic kind of patterns. Now, as this is a demo, it doesn't have all the features, so you won't. In fact, I'm not even sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. There's a README file open, which is supposed to show what this is supposed to demonstrate. And you can see that, okay, first thing, they do have basic AI. Let me get out. By the way, the frames per second does drop to about 10 down here. So, obviously, when there's more content, more things to look at, a little bit of lighting as well, things are going to start dropping. Okay, so what you're looking at here is a very, very basic AI. They're capable of moving and pathfinding. And apparently there's an enemy creature somewhere around to sort of demonstrate a little bit of combat. Not sure if I really want to try this yet. So, just exploring this building here. This is supposed to be the town hall, where if you are the mayor, as it says up at the top left out of the screen right there, this is your main office. So I'm supposed to... Whoa! Okay, what happened? Something just happened. I am now in a different room. I think I might have fallen through the floor, to be honest. Yes, I have. Okay, so again, early alpha, and this is a demo. See if we can replicate this. I basically fell through the floor here. Yep. Okay, so you can fall through there. Okay, so first replicatable bug I found. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Yeah. So from this view, you can kind of see the sort of landscape that you got going on here. It's sort of flat lands with these kind of really artistic styled, I suppose you could call them, trees. Very, very interesting. In fact, I'm a really big fan of this art style. I really like this mosaic tile aspect of it because, to me, it's supposed to be sort of reminiscent of those ancient Roman kind of buildings and stuff like that, I suppose is what you call it. And they had these kind of mosaic patterns and things like that. So there you go. It's very, very interesting art style. So is it Minecrafty? No, not by any stretch. It's still got some fidelity to it. Like you can see rounded edges and stuff like that. But you know, it is still I suppose what you call voxel style art. So you do have these blocks and things like that. But overall, still very nice. Bananas. For those who don't know, the development studio behind this game, Imaginations, is actually Catbanana Studios. Yeah, only they know exactly why they call themselves Catbanana, because cat and banana, who knows? Not sure if I can go here. Nope, that's the edge of the map. Okay, so this is kind of what you can see. Apparently you can sprint. Yep, holding down shift to sprint. There's no crouch that I can see. Oh, I have a weapon. Okay, so pressing C sort of scrolls through the inventory. I have an axe. Or this, I think, is a sword. I'm not really too sure exactly what this is. Maybe it's a board of some sort. I'm terrible. I'm not really showing off any of this in a very, very good way, am I? I'm not sure. I'm supposed to press something. You might be noticing as well, whenever I'm actually quiet, that there is some music in the background. It's apparently a track called Wane of an Era, which is part of the official soundtrack that will come together with the full game. It does sound very nice. In fact, I would probably listen to this even when I'm not playing, because it does sound like a very nice thing. It might get a little annoying if you want to try out the demo for a long time, though, because this is the only track in the game currently. But I don't think you'd be playing this for very, very long. After all, this is just to give you an idea of kind of where they're going with this. I can imagine the worlds being a lot bigger. I mean, that's kind of the whole point. And if you haven't seen it yet, go over to the Kickstarter page and go and check out the full list of features that are in development for this game. The whole idea is that it's a civilization sort of styled game where you are in control of a village. And you play out the life as a citizen and as a mayor of some sort to kind of grow your civilization. And you can be diplomatic, you can make peace with neighboring villages, or you can go to war with them. And this kind of goes from this kind of ancient style all the way up to the future. So they've got a really long timeline planned, and I can foresee it being sort of like a first-person playable version of I suppose you could compare it to, well, plenty of other games in the past. So definitely have a look at this. What was the game I was looking for? I think I'm looking at Empire Earth. I think that's the game that I was trying to compare it to. But yes, apparently I think this is where I'm supposed to be. This is my table of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do with this. But yes, this is a free playable demo. So go over to the Kickstarter page. There's a link to the demo. Go and try it out for yourself. See what this sort of game is going to look like. And show them some support, or share this video around if you're not able to support with money. And in any case, when it comes to Kickstarter projects, guys, any and all sharing and awareness will count just as good as money does. So if you're like me and you don't have the cash to spare to back these guys, definitely just go and spread the word about it. As always, this has been Panzerus G, and I'll see you guys next time.